Good evening, my name is Katie Kibbler. I am the KS3 English Lead at Frederick Bremer School. In this presentation, I will be covering the following questions. What is included in the Year 7 curriculum? What text do you read? How are assessments carried out? What if my child has additional needs such as dyslexia? What is the homework policy? Do you have sets? And our policy on our mixed ability teaching groups. This presentation will be available after our meeting, and we will also have a live Q&A after the presentation should you have any further questions. Our Year 7 curriculum has been redesigned recently so that it is a thematic curriculum, which means that we have a theme, an overarching theme for each term, and then within that we have key texts or topics that students will study under that theme. So, for example, in Term 1, our theme is Humans and Nature, and our text in Half Term 1 is a novel by Patrick Ness called A Monster Calls. And in Half Term 2, students will be building on that theme by studying nature writing from a range of authors and completing their own nature writing. In Term 2, the theme is Shakespeare's villains. So in Half Term 1, students will be studying key scenes from a variety of Shakespeare's plays, and in Half Term 2 they will be writing their own characters, their own Shakespearean villains for performance. In Term 3, the key theme is people, power and protest, and in the first half term students will be identifying fact and opinion in non-fiction, and in the second half term they will be developing their own writing to argue on topics of their choice. We always combine reading, writing, speaking and listening skills, and our emphasis is always on creativity, building empathy, challenging all students to do their best, diversity in the types of texts we study, the authors we study, and the characters that are reflected back at our students, developing personal responses and making connections to previous learning and across the curriculum to build skills over the course of the Key Stage 3 Year 7, 8 and 9 years. As well as this, students have a 30-minute dedicated reading lesson every week in their English lessons, during which they will be silently reading a text of their choice and then engaging in 10 minutes of structured book discussion with their peers in order to build the skills of speaking and listening around texts, and to foreground the importance of reading for pleasure in English, but also for their lives. In terms of assessment, we assess half-termly in English, which will be marked by the teachers and feedback given. Usually we alternate between a reading task in one half term and a writing task in the second half term, or vice versa, and this will usually look like an essay for the reading or a piece of descriptive or argumentative writing for the writing. This will be completed in class and will take 1 hour. As well as this, students have opportunities to redraft their extended writing according to teacher feedback, and students will complete Star Reader and Accelerated Reader assessments to track their progress in reading skills. All of our English classes are mixed ability, based on research which shows that this enables all students to make the best progress. We work closely with the Additional Needs Department to ensure that we can meet the needs of all of our learners, including those with specific learning needs such as dyslexia. These include a wide range of adaptations, for example, laptops for typing extended pieces of work, using mini whiteboards to make notes or work out ideas before committing them to paper, differentiated and scaffolded tasks, use of visuals, and many other differentiation strategies. We also have TA support for students who have EHCPs and a referrals process if teachers sense that students may have an undiagnosed learning need in English. We also have a range of interventions which, although are currently postponed for COVID restriction reasons, include Read, Write, Fresh Start and Handwriting Club, and we hope that these will resume as soon as we are allowed. Homework and equipment in English. Students will have their homework set by their class teacher via Google Classroom. This could include a wide range of tasks, for example, redrafting and responding to feedback, revision or quote learning, creative tasks and or research. As always, we praise and reward excellent work in English, including homework. That might be Sims points or a postcard home in exceptional circumstances. And as per other subjects, missing homework means a 15-minute subject detention. As well as this, students should always have their reading book in their bag, ready to be reading at any given opportunity, but particularly on the day they are told that they will have their reading lesson in English class.